Good morning, friends. I hope you are able to hear me now. Basically, we have not missed anything as of now. Looks like market was in a sideways scenario, and now it has given a breakdown below our CPR levels. So we will just wait for these levels. We are seeing some momentum building up on the downside, and we are expecting the L3 to be touched, which is around 471. So I have taken one trade which is on 17,600 put, which is at around 142 because I was late. Now it is trading at 150. However, we are seeing Bank Nifty is kind of on the CPR. So Bank Nifty, there are high chances it might give you a bounce. but it's a narrow CPR day. So once we are inside the levels, we would see some kind of good momentum building up on the downside. So we are seeing the 500 again getting broken, and overall levels which we know that already there is a the pressure which is built up by the FIs. So, my target on this put would be around 176. So it is around 155 right now. I will hold this put till 176. In case if there is any reversal or anything, then I might think. But otherwise, I'll hold this put for this target. It's a very slow market today. Now the breakdown has happened. Now it is approaching towards yesterday's low as well. And our L3 has to get achieved. So somewhere around these levels only it has to keep on playing around. Because of the slow momentum, now we are seeing the option premiums are not moving. And also we have VIX falling by 4% today. So this kind of, so again we are kind of building up a hammer at these levels. So we will still wait. Once the CPR is broken, we can always go short. Because of this momentum, we might not see the faster moves on the options. It will be very slow. But our approach should be whatever we have taken, we have to hold it with proper stop loss so that we don't get jumbled upon into different things. Yes, so H4 also you can take the trade in case if it is a downtrend move, and if at all H4 is not regaining, that is a clear signal that there might be a possibility of downside move. However, the best possible situation is around below H3, wherein we can just keep the target on below L3. Uh, However, the biggest thing today was that's why I said we have not missed anything, because those particular levels, if you observe, we are seeing some kind of resilience which was built up around these levels on the CPR. So CPR is kind of playing around with an important support today. So below H3 also we have a very small target, or which could have been a kind of a target which is very small, or a scalping target, which I would say. So Bank Nifty is now reversing. So our trade is kind of not going in our direction as of now. It has come down very quickly, and there is a hammer again getting formed. So looks like it would be a sideways momentum only today. 500, there are put writers who are sitting in. So that particular thing we have to uh, watch out for. So again, this put has gone below and it has formed a hammer just below the CPR. I'll wait for the CPR midline. That would be my SL. The option premiums might not move faster here. That's the one biggest issue on these kind of days. Exactly, yesterday's close online also, if you observe, that is a particular place it has kind of taken a support, and because it has formed a hammer, it is kind of a reversal signal. However, we will wait for the confirmation. Bank Nifty has given kind of a very big move, just around that 40,000. There is a support building up. Also, Nifty has a support which is around these levels of for 17,500. So as of now, this put is in loss. So I would wait for these levels to regain, and then probably I would exit the trade. It was around 15 points profit. From there, suddenly it has fallen. So this is the kind of day it is today. So H4, the way you look at H4 itself is a different thing which you have to understand, because H4 is a level which is your major support and resistance. Okay, so we look at H4 only from a breakout point of view. We don't look at H4 as a level where we're probably, we can take only breakout trades. We have to always look at it's a major level, right? So most of the SLs which would be kept in there just above these levels. And today, ideally, the approach should have been today, with considering narrow CPR and all that thing. The approach ideally should have been to take a trade around the L4 or H4 breakout. So that's the best trade which we get it, where we get the faster momentum also. But now I have taken the trade. Only my only concern which has come true, which is basically Bank Nifty was at a CPR. So I was expecting this bounce at Bank Nifty, and exactly Bank Nifty has given this kind of reversal there, and that is where even Nifty is trying to reverse and come inside the CPR. So now it is touching these levels. So if at all another 2 minutes, if it is holding these levels, I would exit my trade, which is around 8 points loss right now, and now it is 10 points loss. We are still holding. Overall sentiment is still negative only, considering FIs are in negative side. So we have to still go with that thing. So this could be just a retest to the CPR, wherein Bank Nifty will play a crucial role here. Today is a day where you have to kind of be happy with 5-10 points kind of move, because being a Friday, generally Fridays you will have these sideways momentums and all that thing. Again, Bank Nifty is building up some kind of negative candle at this top. So only thing is it has given the bounce. However, it is not sustaining to those levels. So again, this put has come back to 141. We're still holding. So yesterday, our target was achieved on that put, whichever we had discussed, and perfectly it worked. It was almost like 20, 30 points beyond our levels. Also, that hero and zero, whatever trade it was, it has also kind of given us a good amount of trade. And now here also we are approaching with a similar kind of thing. We are waiting for that midline to kind of regain. As of now, again, it is forming a negative candle. So that put again comes back to the profit. So momentum will again continue. So there is no buying below the CPR. There is no buying. So again, we are seeing the faster momentum now below the CPR, which is kind of confirmation of a rejection from the CPR. That put is around 149, 150 now. That's the thing which we have to hold on with our whatever conviction we have, right? We have to have a proper SL in mind, and then according to that we can trade. So our target is basically L3 level. So let's see if we are able to achieve that L3 level. Probably at H3 only, if we would have sold with a smaller stop loss, we would have got very good momentum on this put, which was around 120 levels and all that, and probably we would have got that momentum here. 30 points gains would have been there. However, I was not present, so I did not see that trade. Again, Nifty is below the CPR. It's a trending market today, considering narrow CPR. Ideally, the market has to give that momentum on the downside only. And once it is broken, it has to go on one directional thing. If you look at from morning also, the trend is negative only. So we will stay with the put till the time we are not getting any kind of confirmation on the trend reversal here. If you look at this also, this is also a trend line, which is kind of giving us this confirmation. Also, global markets and other things are also enter into kind of negative territory only. We are not seeing much of. Now this put is around 151. Still waiting for our confirmation. So look at the kind of momentum which is happening on this put. Like I said, we have to probably try and book it at 10.5, because looking at this put movement, it is straight going from 140.52 to 146 or something. Choppiness is there. Now there is a pressure building up at 500 levels. 500 put writers are there, holding the market as of now. Now Bank Nifty is again trying to go up. So again, we are seeing some reversal candle. And this candle is completely reversed. So we'll wait for this midline to break. If at all it is breaking, we will exit our put. Time we will hold. Considering the VIX is going down by almost 5%, we can expect the premium erosion to happen today. So now it has gone inside the CPR and trying to sustain there. And before this, there is a candle which is kind of giving us a bullish momentum side of it, but we're still not going live the on the long side. That put is just hovering around there only, wherever we have purchased it, like kind of cost to cost. So these are all trapping moves, right? To eat the premium, also to confuse people. Below CPR, there is no buy trade. It might consolidate there. It has already retested that level. So premiums are not moving anywhere. Looks like still hunting day again. So we'll wait with our levels. So once I think we have more people joining in, we can start discussing about different concepts. Let's see. This 500, there are put writers. So that is kind of not giving the conviction yet on the side also. The approach is very, very slow because it is playing around at a very critical juncture. So now it is approaching our SL level. Let's see if it sustains. Bank Nifty is trying to go up. Looks like a day where you can only book 5 points or 10 points. Again, the trend line, it is going towards the trend line. Volume built up is not much on these levels yet on the long side. Our put is still trying to come back to the same levels. Considering the VIX has fallen by 4.5%, like our premiums are going down. So again, Nifty is kind of giving us a negative candle on the same place. So still consolidating, still no clear picture. But Bank Nifty is trying to go up. So looks like there is a complete divergence between Bank Nifty and Nifty. So for Nifty to come down, we need Reliance to come down, because Bank Nifty is kind of looks like still holding on certain levels, but Reliance is something which will play a bigger role. The option side, there is no momentum. Uh, Probably we will just wait. Like it may not give us the desired results. So it look at looking at cost to cost, because it spent too much of time, and Bank Nifty is not giving a. So one close above the that midline, I will exit my trade. Today, the kind of built up which I was seeing on the option part, which is around 550, there is a call writers building up, and around 500 there are put writers. So looks like it has to play within that range. But the way Nifty is consolidating inside the CPR, not a good sign for the bears. Upside may be limited, but again, we have to protect our capital, so we have to. Again, approach is to come down. Not such a great day for option buyer. Even this one, if you look at it, this one is also kind of forming this trend line. So Nifty has to, Bank Nifty has to again go down from here. The put has kind of given up the levels, and it is going towards the midline. So now I will exit my trade here. Just waiting for this level kind of confirm the breakout. Volumes are not okay. Bank Nifty is again, as I mentioned, it has broken the trend line. But that closure has to happen above these lines. So if that doesn't happen, then we will still continue. Still no volume build up here. Volumes are very, very less. These random moves might come in. Only thing is bank Nifty is still holding these levels, which is a good sign for the bulls because 40,000 was a critical level and that is kind of not decisively breaking as of now. Again, it is not closed above these levels, so our trade is still open. These are only SL hunting moves, which will kind of confuse everybody. It will show that it is going up. However, it will, again reverse back. The only that candle when it is building up that volume again is when it is coming down. But Nifty is consolidating inside the CPR, which is clearly not a good signal because it has to clearly go down, break that CPR, and give the trending move. As of now, this trend line is kind of respected. It's also below 20 EMA. Very slow momentum. Now some kind of volumes still not there. So the breakout. So now clear confirmation from that breakout. Also, it has broken our levels. So the trade is exited now. Still not given the closure above this level. So 1 minute is still there. So I have exited my trade. So again, the down move starts. This time we will wait for these levels to be broken. CPR, below CPR, it has to give us a very clear signal. This problem is if at all we would have sold it at H3, we would have still been a good trade. But we had entered in between, so that is kind of, you confused on the options. I didn't want to kind of hold the trade for a longer period. Now again, that put has gone above the buying price. So this is what I was expecting. But volumes are not there with this sell. Volumes are picked up in Bank Nifty, but Nifty it is still lesser. Now this candle is very, very strong. Generally on a Fridays, you would see this SL hunting more. Now also 500, it is still not breaking. It is still given a big candle, but it might reverse in between also. Now this candle is very, very important. If it breaks 500, definitely we will see bigger movement, and that is coming approaching very, very fast now. Now that put is going towards the target. It gave a very fast movement. After that, again it has died down. So again, exactly at that 500 level, it is holding that support. So because it has hit multiple times on these 500 levels, it will become weaker and weaker. Again, Bank Nifty is trying to approach this thing, but Reliance is only one savior. IT is also kind of giving up now. So that put has gone to 157 now, 158, 159. 180 would be our target, 176 would be our target. So clearly it started trading below 500. Is not a good sign for the bulls now. If they have to take it out, I think yesterday's low would be the level now we have to watch out. If I wouldn't have closed my trade, I would have been in a good profits, but that's fine. Very, very clear signal that it is going down and very fast momentum now because the 500 is broken. Bank Nifty is approaching the CPR levels, so watch out for that. Now momentum is lost here. So should we start the learning? Now observe one thing, okay? I'll tell you something which is so our put has gone to 165 almost, waiting for confirmation from more people to confirm whether should we start the learning so that we have a different approach. My position is not open, but my target will still remain 176. Option momentum is so slow that even 5 points on Nifty is kind of taking out, almost 7 to 8 points on option, which is deep in the money option. So another 5 minutes, I'll give you something which will kind of help you to kind of understand different concepts. Okay. So just in 5 minutes, we will start off. More the confirmations is better. Okay, so should we start the learning? Let's start the learning from here. I'll just show you something. Just 2 minutes, guys. I'll share you things. Now, Nifty is not clearly holding 500. More pressure will come in. So now, Devinder, whatever you had asked, right? So this basically Frank Oshua, how he talks about these concepts, right? So if you would have seen, if at all you are in a bearish trend, okay, the sell happens at this open. If at all it opens around these H3 levels only, then we sell. Okay, only above the H4. Okay, that is basically a confirmation which confirms us that the trend is changing above H4. Okay, below that it's all sell zones. Okay, even if it is opening at L3, we are not buying, we are selling. Okay, so this is the concept which he talks about. So H4 generally, whatever my observation is, basically H4 acts as a major support and resistance. Okay, so what happens in these particular levels is H4 acts as a major resistance. Okay, now this is a Fibonacci thing which I had given you yesterday. Look at how it has taken the support on these levels, and after that it has kind of breaking down again, right? So now the next target would be around 453, which is yesterday's low, right? So this is what this Fibonacci works with. So we'll go back to our setup. Now look at what is happening. You need to observe these things, right? Yesterday it was exactly taking the resistance at these levels, right? this was a zone which was a resistance point. Okay, normal price action point of view, if you look at it, this one was acting as a resistance yesterday, right? Forget about the CPR for time being. Now, what has happened at these particular places? There were sellers sitting, right, around 600 level, right? And today it has opened above this, around these levels only. Then it has tried to go up, but it has fallen again. Then at these levels, basically what it is doing, if at all we are entering at these levels also, right, between H3 and H4, because the trend is bearish. So what we are trying to do is basically we are selling with a very small stop loss. Okay, if at all it is crossing the H4, we are exiting our trade. So in this scenario, if you would have bought some, closer to 600 levels, if you would have bought our put around these levels, we could have got this 600 ka put, which was around 105 rupees. Okay. And now it has gone to almost 165 rupees. So which is almost 60 points gain, right, from these levels. So these concepts, if you understand that, where exactly was the resistance built up? So yesterday CPR was here, and that's where it was acting as a resistance. And then today also again it is opening around these same levels. So this acts as a supply zone for me. So this is what I'm trying to look at it when I'm, so if at all I would have been available, I would have taken one put entry here with a small stop loss above this H4 levels, because H4 is going to confirm me that there is a possibility of the trend change, right, or yesterday's high, right? So these are the levels which would have been my SL in these particular levels, right? And now what is happening? So H4 levels, this is how in a conjunction with earlier high lows or yesterday's support resistance, we can take a confirmation on these trades, right? So the stop loss would have been very, very small in this scenario. However, when we are entering at these particular places, ideally our stop loss, as per Frank O'Shea also, our stop loss ideally should be at H4. Now, if you're taking a position, ideally the position size should be like this when we are taking a put position, right, on 558. Okay. So my target will be this and my stop loss will be this, just above these lines, right? So what is happening here? When we are selling here, okay, we have to silently, we have to keep the positions, right? 50 points if the SL is there. So definitely my option might lose 50 points, right? So my position has to get adjusted according to that particular thing. So that's the simple concept. What we need to always use is as per the Frank O'Shea, as per the books, right? Now, whatever people are talking about, we had a SLS and all those things, right? Even I have taken the SL, I had kept that SL here. Ideally, my SL should have been above these particular lines, right? So it has not, kind of respected these levels, and again it came down. But ideally, our SL should have been around these levels, because my position, I had bought it around these levels. My put movement, okay, my this thing was around this level is what I had bought the put. Okay, so when it is going towards these levels, it's basically my SL should have been ideally above these levels, right? But I took the SL because my option premium was falling faster, so I took this SL at this point, right? Ideally, if you would have waited, still anyways, the option premium wouldn't have moved much in this scenario also, because it's still playing around some 8 points only from these levels to this level. It's only 8 points up as I consider it here. However, options, it becomes very, very difficult. So options, what I do is generally I will look out for the earlier candles ka highs and lows and other things, and I will take those SLs. Okay, so those scenarios we are just trying to cut down our losses, because my quantity would be sometimes on a higher side. So I kind of get into these kind of trades, so just to avoid these things. But ideal scenario, if you're taking any trade, take the trades only on the basis of if at all it is broken these levels, or if at all you have taken the entry around these levels, because this one was again your entry would have happened only at these points, right? And then one SL would have taken and again it would have come down. So probably things would have happened like that. But if at all you're taking a breakdown like this, then your SL has to be above this candle. So if you take those kind of trades, you will find your trades will be much more successful, much better than successful. And if you're taking an entry here, maybe the option moves by another 20 points, 30 points, or whatever it is. But if you're not waiting for the spot levels, right, all these things will play an important role, because then we are taking the SLs at a wrong place, right? There might be a higher SL on the options in case if we are taking it. But in this scenario, what is happening is we are taking the SL, again the market goes down, right? Again it goes up, again it goes down. And look at the trend, how it is building up the trend, right? It's a downward movement, right? It is just coming to the trend line, again going down, again coming to the trend line, again going down. When it breaks the trend line, that is a point probably we will try to change our view. Okay, but this trend line also, I need to have a confirmation. Even though the trend line as per the price action, it is kind of a breaking, but still I need to have this confirmation that okay, there is a possibility of, you know, this CPR or this CPR, I have to take the entry, right? I will not take the entry just below the CPR, because there is high possibility that Nifty might just take a resistance at CPR and again start falling. This is okay for the scalping, right? For 5-10 points here and there, you can still take it. But if you're looking for a longer trend and looking at something else, then, or a bigger moves, right? Then what will happen is you might have multiple SLs going in these scenarios. So any day for us, H3, L3, these are the levels which are very, very important. Also, whenever the H3, L3 comes inside, we will see a one big breakout or breakdown. So those are the levels also we are kind of, watching. H3 will also play an important role. L3 also will play an important role. And generally, whenever these kind of setup happens, right, you have to be little careful. So today it's a narrow CPR, so it is easier to break the CPR, but multiple times the SL hunting will happen here in these scenarios, because the range is very, very small. It will break the things. And yesterday whatever we discussed, right, if you would have observed, we were always looking at sell side because it's a wide CPR, right? So to take out the CPR, also you need a bigger candle to come in and then suddenly push it. But we had many resistances above this, right? So taking a call side as a hero or zero, like hero or zero concept, if you would have understood that, also we were looking at, okay, where is the resistance? Is it my CPR wide? If that would have been narrow CPR, I would have still taken some kind of risk. But in this scenario, it is a suicide, right? I am looking at this kind of move to come in, which will not happen in the most of the scenarios, right? Even though it is a monthly expiry or whatever it is. And if it happens also, probably we might miss out certain trades, but that is okay. Now here, whatever trade we had taken, we had got hammer on the CPR, small SL, if that 12 rupees option or 11 rupees option had kind of gone down to 54 rupees, right? So look at now, again, Nifty is trying to build a pressure, Bank Nifty is trying to go up. Now Bank Nifty is also kind of trying to go down, but it is just holding the CPR levels. So there is no trend confirmation as of now on the Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty has to also go down, but some or other way, this 40,000 level is kind of getting holded. Nifty is also trying to hold this 17,500 levels, because these are psychological levels, right? So multiple places people would be sitting writing these puts or calls or whatever it is, right? So now more it starts trading below 500, more the put writers will move out on these locations. So we are seeing huge built up which was happened on this candle. Okay, when the candle had tried to take the support and it is still trying to go up, if you would have observed, there was a big volume which was traded here, right? So volumes are traded, but is it breaking? So it is like effort versus results, right? So efforts were big. Somebody tried to hold it around these 500 levels, and if you look at this 500 level itself was a thing. And now if you observe, it is again trying to go down. So the volumes are not picked up, but whatever trend was built up here, whoever these sellers are, they know that wherever this person or this whatever whoever it is has tried to buy with a huge volume, has not been able to move the market up. That's a very, very clear signal. It might consolidate here. Okay, now if you look at this consolidation zones, right? I'll just remove off some of these EMAs so we have a clear view on the charts, right? So look at this now. What is happening? It's exactly consolidating below these levels, right? So this is our one level, this is our another level. What it is trying to do, it is just consolidating between these, right? So whenever we are getting the breakout, probably on the higher side, we might see a up move coming in, and right now it is psychological level, it is fighting. So that's what is going on right now. Okay, their 500 ka level, that is what they are trying to fight out with. Now only thing is, whoever has tried this has not been able to take the markets up as of now. Okay, so this effort whatever was there, the results are not much. Okay, but these psychological levels, you have to be little careful whenever you're taking these trades. So even if it is broken the CPR and all those things, scalping is fine. But if at all it is not breaking the psychological levels, it becomes a difficult. So even yesterday, if you would have seen, it had come to 500, exactly broken the 500 and again jumped back, right? So that was a movement yesterday. So these are the concepts which we need to take into consideration whenever we are taking any trade. So when I booked my trade, I saw this candle was closing on this particular level, and I said, okay, my small candle closure is above this level, I will book it. However, my ISL ideal scenario should have been at these levels, right? Probably I would have still got some 20 points on the options in this scenario. But this is the thing which you need to understand and look at the kind of structure which is building, right? So whenever it is breaking the first candle ka low and then it is trying to retest and then it is coming down, it's basically, it is telling you that there is a high possibility of the downtrend is coming in, right? Also now look at how our 20 EMA is playing, right? So it has broken the 20 EMA, try to go up, try to take the support, again came down. Now after that, it is kind of only going towards that level and coming down, only going towards that level and coming down. So uh, this is like a dynamic trend line for us, right? That is confirming us that there is a downtrend which is still continuing. So any bounce coming towards these levels with 50 EMA SL, you can still take the trade. So this is what you have to do on your own, and more you practice, now you see how it is breaking this level, and this put is still kind of hovering around this level zone. But look at these levels, this is kind of confirming us there is some kind of, also these levels, why it is important, because look at this yesterday, what has happened. Even though the big fall has come, it has taken the support and went up. So this is going to act as a good amount of support. So we will see Sun Pharma. See, exactly, it has worked exactly the same. If you don't want EMAs, remove the EMA, only focus on the price action, whatever is the price action. See how beautiful it has given us this levels. Only thing is, now if at all you would have traded with H4, your SL would have hit in this scenario, right? But if you would have taken again, so here what has happened, now this is another structure which you have to observe. Okay, so some of the times you would have seen me talking about certain biased. So that put has gone to 170 now. So probably we can see our targets coming in soon, and also Nifty is kind of giving up that whatever gains it was. So one concept is, whenever this kind of structure happens, right? And uh, if we see a candle, okay, second candle. Now the first candle Okay, it has kind of not broken the low of the first candle or whatever it is, and this is the place there was some kind of support which was building up, right, from the yesterday's point of view. So there was a support which was building up, and this H3, it has taken out with a green candle. So H3 had become a support, so multiple times it has taken a support, so it is not always a sell level, right? So we have to look at, okay, this is taken, this is taken, this is taken. Now this candle has given a clear closure below this H3, and then your target becomes either CPR, it's a narrow CPR day again, and it has come down to L3 levels. Exactly. So I think, Devinder, you had a very good trade here with a small stop loss, and exactly it has given you the targets. Also look at how this put is kind of going exactly towards the target now. 171 now. See, now clear confirmation just below these levels. But will I sell it here? Answer is no, because I have L3 levels here. Though it's a narrow CPR day, once psychological level is broken, definitely it might break straight away here, and it will go further down as well. But this breakdown happens today. We can see straight levels of earlier days lows. That put has almost achieved my target. Anyways, I missed it, but I have given 173 it has given. Yes, absolutely. So your confidence will play an important uh, thing, right? Now look at what has happened today. Our VWAP levels. Okay, so the midline. Look at, we have not marked these levels, right? So nobody reminded me also with this. Okay, so if you're learning every day, you know what are the kind of things which we have to remember. Yesterday's thing, okay, look at these levels, okay. Today it is opening in between, okay, just above this particular thing. Try to take a support, okay. Broken this level of yesterday's thing. You look at how yesterday's VWAP is playing a role here. You look at how this is taken. Now it is continuing, and now this trend, because these VWAPs are broken, now this trend will become faster and faster. So this put has gone to 175 now. Also, if you would have observed, this put, if you put this on the charts, you will find 77, the target is achieved. Exactly, we have achieved on L3. Now look at on the put side. So put, whenever we have seen that put, right? So understand yesterday's low was not breaking on this put, right? So when yesterday's low is not breaking, what it is telling you? That there is a strength. There are people who are buying in at that lower levels, right? Now L3, why we are not buying? Because one is it is a bearish trend. Okay, it is still a sell only. Candle, if at all it takes a support, any kind of this thing comes, my first target will be around these zones, right? So this is the zone which is kind of consolidated. You know how beautifully it is building up hammer here. If at all it gives a confirmation, a green candle here, probably we can take a small SL below, just below these lines, and we can go for a call. Still it is not holding this L3 levels. So we have a clear signal of short side now building up. Look at that put exactly on around these levels is acting as a resistance. So whatever 160.76 I had given, exactly that is acting as a resistance. So Pivot Boss is one of the best book which I have read through, and probably it has kind of changed my way of trading. I used to follow only the price action, and there used to be some whipsaws on the price action also, which you always see, right? A certain trend line, certain candlestick patterns, and all those things. It always gives you a different thing. But when we are looking at Pivot Boss and these Camarilla levels, there are many people who follow these CPR and floor pivots. So many people who follow Camarilla, but Camarilla is something which is not spoken much, and these are very very powerful levels when we are looking at these trending markets or very very volatile markets. So whenever I am reading that book, right? So probably I don't know how many times you would have read that book, maybe uh, around 20, 30 times. But every time that book, when you open up, it will give you a different perspective altogether, completely different perspective. You see, there are certain things which we need to always consider, right? We read lots of books, we read lots of material, we see lots of things on YouTube, other places, and I see so many of people giving, the trades and all those things and the price action and all that thing. But I'm saying, where is the learning? We do so many things, right, together, but we never learn on our own and try to do certain things, right? We always want to make money faster, every time, wherever we get the opportunity, we will try to make money. But overall point is completely different, right? Whole point is if you learn on your own, things will completely change for you. Exactly. So I would say you go through kind of, any training program for that matter. Okay. And try to find out how many of these guys, whoever, okay, with due respect to everybody, everybody will try to do certain things and they will show you different things. Even I upload lots of videos on YouTube, right? Now you go through these YouTube videos and try to find out what is the kind of learning which comes in, right? Where the learning happens. Now the learning will basically, what will happen is, you will see many times all these things are put it on a chart which is already dead. Okay, I call it as a dead charts. Okay, because things have already happened in the past. Okay, there is no guarantee it is going to happen tomorrow or whatever it is. And after reading the Frank Ocean book, I added lot many things on my own after seeing what works. Now Frank Ocean is maybe looking at US markets or whatever other things, right? Now those things may not work in our market, right? We need to also consider our markets, how Nifty performs, how Bank Nifty performs, or even if you're looking at certain stocks, right? So how these stocks are performing on these things, right? So every stock, maybe you look at Reliance, certain things will be like universal. It will work on maybe most of the stocks or most of the indexes or most of the places like Camarilla or CPR or whatever it is. It will work on most of the places. However, it will not work 100% on everything, right? So when we are looking at certain things, it has to be in a live market learning. So more you see on the live charts, more you see, like that day I told you, right? I had learned that thing that day, that I was looking at, okay, L6 for the first time after whatever charts I have analyzed. For the first time, it has kind of broken so easily and it has gone straight below that, right? So that was the first time that learning has happened. If you read the book or if you read all these things, probably you might not get those real life experiences, right? Yeah, exactly. So, and see, nothing is perfect. So Frank Osho also, whatever he talks about, the 63% is also right, right? But that 63%, whenever we have those things, right? So that 63% is for him on certain markets or certain criteria, right? So when we are looking at our own markets, how it is performing, what all things are there, how it is kind of gonna help, uh, it is gonna be a completely different story. It may not be, our success rate might be 90% or our success rate might be 30% only, right? It may not work in our markets, whatever it is, whatever concepts, whatever books, whatever we are reading, everything has its own thing. But when we are putting it, also there is another thing which happens is, when we are looking at these things, right? So all the concepts, how we are following that concepts, that is also important, right? So if I take now for whatever reason, right, I had decided, as per the book, there is no trade zone in this areas, right? I should not take any trade. Whenever I'm taking a trade here at the down move, it has to be this SL and I follow this, right? My L3 is my target. Okay, L3 is achieved. Now this place again, there is no entry or no trade, even though whatever happens. But now the funda is very different, right? What if I have taken a trade here, right? Now this concept is completely different, right? Now what would be my SL? Should I keep SL at this point or should I keep SL at this point? Should I keep? I decided to keep the SL at this point. Okay, it has hit. Okay, it has gone down further, right? Probably I could have made money here. Okay, though it is a slow market, whatever it is, we have 100 reasons to give here. But okay, fine. SL is hit. Whatever has happened, right? But how I followed this concept, if I would have sold it, okay, I missed this entry. Okay, fine. I will wait for this particular level, right? Or if I take any entry in between, probably my SL will be little higher, and I might have to keep, or I might have to take certain, positions which is maybe lesser as compared to whatever I'm taking on a regular basis, right? So these are the things which will, change your trading style or trading way we are trading. Now everybody reads a book or everybody will go through this different concepts or different books or training program or YouTube or Telegram or whatever it is, right? What they will do, okay, narrow CPR trending day, take the trade. Okay, but what will happen? Narrow CPR, it will come here, it will take a reversal, it will go up, right? Then what will you do? We are not seeing the trend completely, right? So these are the things which we always need to consider, which we need to look out for a psychological level of 500 and all these things, how the fights will happen. There might be possibility of, now we saw this, right? This volume, I told you, this volume, effort versus results. Efforts were high, results very very less, right? The next candle, that level is taken out. As soon as this SL is hit, okay, done. These guys are not able to hold the market, it is down. Please understand these concepts. It will kind of make complete different in your trading journey. I have learned it for long time. So many learnings or so many things I would have given on multiple places, on YouTube or some training programs earlier. Now I don't have any training programs or anything because I don't believe on taking money for that. So I generally don't follow on these things. But that was my earlier concept also. But in between, people asked me, people pushed me to do the training. I have done the training, but now I'm saying, okay, all that whatever knowledge is there, take it for free of cost, right? It is no, whatever knowledge I'm saying, probably you might learn something and you might teach me something new also, right? So these are the kind of things which we have. So always look out for the concepts, look out for these things, keep learning, and uh, more more than that learning, you might see this video and you might forget everything tomorrow, and you might come out with a different thoughts altogether on Monday. So whatever time you get, you need to also practice, right? Like yesterday's concepts, whatever I told you or whatever has happened, all these things you'll have to kind of practice it more on the markets, and it will give you good results end of the day. Now look at that, put is gone to 184. Very, very good momentum. Maybe 40 points I missed on this. That's okay. Sometimes you take SL, sometimes you don't, right? And I have not entered again after this thing because it was in between. Probably my entry should have been around this level, but option movements I saw, it was very, very slow. It was not giving any confirmation to take any trades. And look at these volumes, how slowly these volumes are there. Okay, there is no volume, though the markets are falling. It looks like more of a panic selling right now. Okay, and mostly the panic sellers would be retailers. But look at different concepts, different things, right? Which will kind of build a different thing altogether. If you follow, CPR, floor pivots, and all those things, the view would be completely different. Now look at it. Where is Nifty? Nifty is at previous day low, exactly trying to take a support. Okay, on our Camarilla, it is showing L3 is broken, but if you look at it, previous day low, it is holding, and this zones, right? Generally, now this is another learning which you will have to put it in practice. These kind of zones, like previous day low and S1, this is a zone which will act as a major support. So anything happens here, we will see next level, which is 405, third level, which is 363. So these are the levels for today on floor pivots point of view. But if you look at it here, it is trying to clearly break these levels, and volumes are in a constant this thing. So there is no, buying thing which is happening or anything which is happening, right? So it is very clearly it is going towards the downtrend, and probably and today surprisingly the VIX is down, but our markets are also down. So then that is happening quite. When that thought came to my mind that I should start something on a live YouTube and all those things. It is like, always I saw some of the channels which are giving different levels, different discussions are happening and all that things, right? But nobody's talking about learning. Everybody's talking about levels to this, ye bech do, ye kharid lo, this is what it is, how it is. And then I'm saying, okay, boss, if you're not learning together today, what will happen is tomorrow, if at all, whatever the tip giver is there, right? Whoever is giving you the tips and whatever it is, what is going to happen if that guy leaves, or if he closes his whatever Telegram channel or YouTube or Instagram or whatever it is, right? Where will you go? You will find another tip seeker, right? Maybe his performance is not good. Then what will you do? That's so. If your own learning is there, it will always stay with you. Continuing with this YouTube, so that all you people also learn and take it forward from there. Improve your own trading, and maximum more than all these levels and all those things, right? All your psychology will play an important role. So we had discussed about this thing, right? So look at this. This is forming a VWAP channel. Okay. So this VWAP channel also I had given it earlier also, and I have not marked yesterday's VWAP level or the closing. But look at this now. Once VWAP is broken, right? From here the VWAP is broken. Now what it is trying to do? It has come down, taken the VWAP resistance, again came down. Now play is around this 20 EMA. So we will try to change this color of 20 EMA so that now look at this. What is happening? Trend is down. Okay, this one is broken, and also look at this concept of VWAPs. This standard deviation. Okay, so standard deviation is basically you just add another layer of this thing, right? So if at all you put that very clearly, it will tell you what is a trend. And whenever this kind of trending thing starts off, right, you always look out for when you enter at these levels, right? So if at all you would have entered, this will be your exit point whenever it is hitting this area, or maybe you have to keep midline as your SL. Okay, just following this. Okay, forget about all other things. Look at this, how it will play. Now you trade with this. The only problem with this is when you're playing with options, right? If at all it is reversing and coming down to this level, your SL would be like, it will be negative, right? So options will move very, very fast when it is going reverse. So look at this. This is with our other confirmations what we are using. So we are seeing where we can book the profits, what we can do, right? Yesterday's low, okay, fine. I will book my profit, or S1 I will book my profit. Now look at this. I just told you this is the zone. This is the zone. Okay. You want to take the trade? Take the trade below this on the short side. This one will act as a support. Overall trend is negative. So yeah, exactly. So, see, due respect to everybody, again, you never know, right? What people do and all their things. They will give you. Even I have seen some of these, live channels and all this. Nobody talks about learning. Learning is completely zero. They will talk about different concepts. They will talk about something price action. They will show, but they will never teach you something on the price action. They'll say, "अभी यहाँ पे support बना है, अभी यहाँ पे resistance बना है. You take the call, you take the put, and okay, fine. Some people will make money, some people will not make money." The concept is okay. How much you are learning? So if at all tomorrow, if I stop this live sessions or whatever it is, will you be able to do it on your own? And we have covered so many things. If you even if you implement that and with a proper psychology, things will automatically move for you. You don't have to do anything. And once the engine starts running, right, then automatically the process will start off. Then you don't have to bother about different things. If you learn and all that things, it will be a long term solution for you. It will not be short term. And tomorrow you can take trades, and more the psychology, the once once your engine is running automatically, so many successful traders, if you look at it, look at them, and probably you will understand ki, once their process is set, there is no problem. They will automatically start trading on their whatever process. They will take the SLs also. ML is basically monthly low. Now that L3 is acting as a resistance. Okay. Now this one will be very difficult zone to trade with. Probably if at all if we have to sell also, we have to sell it at the bounce or maybe below these S1 levels. Because it's a narrow CPR day today, there is a high possibility of this is also breaking. Okay. But take a trade below this particular level. First target will be 405. Second target will be 364. But this place, don't take any trade till the time this zone is not broken. You can go long side if you want to take risk, but chances of going up, because looking at all that overall perspective, it looks like it will be trending downwards only. I'm looking at 500 call may not move faster. So 500 call ideally 98 rupees should be the entry, and 92 rupees should be the stop loss. So if anybody wants to take a risk, it's a risk, this thing, but not for it because it's a trending market. Only savior which is coming out is Bank Nifty. So just look at the Bank Nifty, though it is still giving up those things also, and look at how your VWAP is playing now. Nobody will talk about these usages of because this is something which we have to learn on our own. So look at this. Now this place VWAP was broken. Okay. After that again it came, bounced. VWAP previous day high acted as a resistance. Again came down. Again it has gone up. VWAP again it is down. Right. So it is just trying to play around these levels. Again this place it goes probably 40,100. You can again take a put. Again it will come down. Only thing is look out for this thing. Look out for forming slowly going into that zone. That CPR might be broken with a one big candle, and then we might see a sharp selling. Look at Nifty, what it is doing. Nifty is just consolidating. Again, yesterday's things, whatever we had done. So you can take a long entry around. Remember, we have done this in Bank Nifty also yesterday. Similar kind of things. If at all it breaks around these zones, we can expect an upward movement. But again, this one will be a smaller 20 points move. I don't know how much we will get it in the options. Overall trend is still negative only. Simple concept is, even at L3, see, simple, otherwise, if you follow on simple things, L3, you're straight away buying, you're not even thinking about whatever it is, and L4 will be your SL. In normal scenario, overall, on a longer period, definitely you will be successful. On options, I'm not very sure. But if you're looking at other concepts like this, where it is building up some consolidation around these areas and all that, and nowadays it is giving those kind of things, right? So if at all that works out, then you can look out for the L3 buy or H3 sell and all that thing. Look out for the consolidations around these. I think we have covered lot many sub topics today. Lot many things we have learned today. But only thing is, do the practice on these things. So today, SDFC Bank is 0.67% down. It is going down only, and so Bank Nifty might break these levels because slowly the lower highs are getting formed. Also, if at all the Bank Nifty moves faster, your this thing will also give you a breakdown levels. Only Reliance is a savior right now for Nifty. Otherwise, nobody else is there to hold on these levels. So now this level is also kind of breaking. Let's wait for this candle to close. Now see, this is going inside this zone. Let's see if we get this breakdown levels on. Definitely trend. This CPR is narrow, so there is a high possibility of a trending move. I'm planning to enter into 17,500 put, which is around 129 right now. If at all this S1 level is broken, then I will take that short entry. Exactly. So there is no age for learning. We can always, I think we have Kaushik also, who's kind of around that age only. I don't know whether he is there. So we should always look out for, learn more at whatever age possible, right? So we are getting clear down move now. Even Bank Nifty is kind of giving up now. Let's hope we get some good trade around these levels. So watching for this candle now. If at all it is breaking below S1, clear this thing. Bank Nifty might break the CPR, and also our L4 levels are coming closer. The previous day low has been broken very convincingly. Now only that S1 support is what we have to look out for. If we break that, then straight away our move will be towards the monthly low and then S2. S2 also will be somewhere around, I think, the budget day low. So with a strong candle, it is breaking now. So let's see if this candle closes below this. Now that put, whatever I was planning, is already gone to 135. So now Nifty, Bank Nifty has kind of gone inside the CPR. A long time of struggle at that CPR. So I've entered in this put at around 136. Just below that we have L4. So that L4 might just break. Overall, Reliance is also giving up now. Also, Bank Nifty is approaching inside the CPR now. That put is at 140 now. Monthly low will be our target. Now look at this, even though kind of it is going down, put premium is still not moving. Bank Nifty is again trying to take support, but Bank Nifty will create a pressure here. So for safer players, it will be L4 level. If at all that is breaking, then we will see a sharper move. So put premium is not increased except the earlier put which we were talking about, which is 17,600. This put, though the Nifty has gone down, this put has not moved much. There's a clear breakdown below these levels. So first target at least we are expecting to achieve 405 and 360. This put is moving very, very slowly as of now. Let's hope it gives you at least 20 points. Now it has gone to 143, 144. Bank Nifty is still trying to hold around the CPR levels. Once Bank Nifty moves, it will give you one sharper move. Bank Nifty is the only savior right now. L4 is a level which it is trying to hold as of now, Nifty. Also, Bank Nifty is kind of given a very strong candle at this point. So let's see. But that candle, whatever is coming, is without any volumes. Again, observe this. This candle, whatever is built up, again, whoever is trying to hold these levels, some kind of volume is built up there. However, not able to hold these levels. So again, it will go down. Now looking at Nasdaq, looks like IT will build more pressure now. Nasdaq futures are going down faster. So Nifty is going towards our targets. The first target. But put premium movement is very, very slow. L4 level, some or other way, it is kind of holding. So after one strong move, there is one move which comes, which will kind of take down the premiums. Bank Nifty has kind of given strong move again outside that CPR. So again, trying to go outside that CPR. But Nifty is clearly in a trend which is suggesting it will go towards monthly low at least. Looks like L4 will be folded back. Just below these levels, there is a consolidation happening. So it look out hitting the trades if at all it is crossing above S1 again. But volumes are kind of building up again. So L4 is kind of respected as of now, not breaking it. Also, it is trying to approach towards the S1. If at all S1 is regained, I might have to look out for a closing of my trade. Definitely, it is just testing these levels. Just a retest. Bank Nifty is trying hard to go above the CPR levels. So small candles are picking up again on Nifty. Just at L4, looks like it has taken the support. And Bank Nifty is kind of giving us a cue that it will again trying to regain retesting of these levels. But till the time it is not holding on these levels. Our put has kind of come to cost. Again, trying to regain from these levels. Monthly low will be my target, so I'll hold it. So whatever we are seeing upside is a very, very strong resistance, which was acting as a support earlier. Now it is acting as a strong resistance. So um, looks like very difficult for Nifty to kind of regain those levels. Now this momentum has to become faster at this point. Not able to go down further. It looks like it is going above this S1. So I might not hold this trade for longer period. Just wait for this candle to close. Because Bank Nifty has gone out of the CPR again. This candle has given very, very strong levels. So just exited my trade. So looks like only SL hunting things are going on right now. So my SL hit and then it's reversed. That's fine. So again, breaking that zone. So I might look out for another entry. So again, I have entered at 134. Let's see. Becoming extremely volatile at these levels. This could be the move to buy, trap the buyers here because it's not able to go up. Kind of support is building up, but it is below our S1 levels. So I will still stay on a sell side only. The Bank Nifty is kind of trying hard, very, very hard to stay above the CPR levels, but unable to kind of sustain there. But it's clearly showing some kind of support is getting built up because higher lows are getting formed here. Let's see if this time it breaks this level again. Yes, it is. It is forming that kind of pattern. So I'm also looking at, but there is some kind of build-up is happening on the put side also. So still no clear picture as of now. But now kind of holding above S1 level is a kind of confirmation that there might be a possibility of upside. We will just stay cautious here, or else let it break L4 and then you might take a trade. So my trade, I'm still holding it with this previous day low as a SL. So look at how this particular thing is kind of played around here. So now these levels again, so I'll have to close my trade again because kind of SL hunting again, going above these levels. Bank Nifty is also kind of holding the CPR. Not getting confident to go long at these levels. So now the VWAP level below that standard deviation it is touching. Let's see if it holds these levels. If it is holding, then it will be above L3 also. Could be a buying level. The volumes are also huge, and that standard deviation thing is getting rejected again. The bank nifty is again giving a negative candle. So both the side SLs are hit today, for me at least. I'm not sure about you guys. Definitely 500 will act as a major resistance now. Again trying to go down. Still holding the L3 level, which is a buying level for us. Maybe one move can come towards the CPR again. All depends on how bank nifty is performing here, because all others are negative. Still expecting a downside move, but it is at L3, so I will respect with that thing. Call side premium is not increasing if you would have observed. The way today's moves have come, I'm not getting even confident buying at L3. Again, downside move starts off, but holding on these EMAs. So also the support is there below. Basically, both the sides moves are coming. Even L3 is not kind of respected. Now let's see if Bank Nifty moves down, because Bank Nifty is building up a pressure now. If at all our levels are breaking again, which is S1, I will again go for the put. So whatever move came in, it was just a SL hunting. Now again the momentum is building up towards the downside, but previous day low is very, very important here. Whole point of not taking a long position at L3, now you would have understood. It will try to break these levels again. So let's see how it goes. Now, Bank Nifty is kind of given up, just trading almost on the verge of below this CPR. Again, building up a support here. Bank Nifty is giving a strong candle towards L3. Now, Bank Nifty has given a breakdown. Let's see if these levels are broken. Now, whatever sell-off is coming in the second half could be very, very lethal. It can really go down. So let's see how it goes as of now. Now it has broken that level again. So I'm entering again on the put, which is again 17,500, which is at 132. Let's hope this time it gives us good money. So now Bank Nifty is also given up. Also, Nifty is almost at a verge of breaking L4. That put has gone to 41, now. Holding the L4 level as of now. If that breaks, then it will go towards the monthly low. Again, L4 is respecting. But definitely there is one move I'm seeing on the downside only, not seeing anything upside. Only thing is a Bank Nifty at L3. Again, same kind of momentum at R levels, not able to hold below that low. Because Bank Nifty is actually trying hard at these levels, but I don't know how long it will survive because it is below CPR also now. So again, same kind of momentum at these levels. So looks like no trades below this level. It is not holding. So it has to give us a very clear level below L4, which is not happening as of now. So looks like only SL day today. It's forming a negative candle on S1. So let's hope it goes down. Clearly, there is a pressure building up at these levels also. Considering it is already 2:30, I don't see much of momentum will come from here. Looks like they will close it around these levels only. Maybe little up and down here and there. So now again it is giving a red candle just below this S1, and that L4 is still protected. We will see if at all that L4 is getting broken. Exactly the level which they are trying to hold now. Let's see if Bank Nifty goes down, because Bank Nifty is very critical part. Very, very big fight at these levels. They're trying hard to maintain these levels. Pressure definitely coming in, but not able to sustain below these levels. Again, buying volumes are increasing. One more trapping move upside. Looks like we will not get any trade now. So we'll just close the session for today. We will connect it again tomorrow. That is Monday, not tomorrow. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you for joining in.